Okay. Sorry, I just lost my marker there for a second. So we're going to look at lesson 7, and it's basically using what you've already learned. So the 6 facts and the 7 facts, and then being able to write an equation with an unknown represented by a letter, and then modeling that through a tape diagram and being able to label a tape diagram. Okay, so let's just give an example here. Because there are two different ways that we can think about this with division, let's say. Okay, so let's say there were 28 frogs. Okay, so that's our total, and there were 7 bowls in all that the frogs would fit into. So that is our number of groups. So we're looking for the size. We're looking for how many frogs are going to fit into each of those bowls. Okay, so total divided by the number of groups equals, well, let's just change it. Let's say F for how many frogs. Okay, so equals the size, F. So we're solving for F. Now, in order to do this tape diagram, you know the total, so you're going to label the total, 28 frogs. Okay. You know the number of groups, so 7, so you've got to make 7 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we need to know the size of the group. Well, you could, if you didn't know, right? If you didn't know, you could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. And that tells you that there are 4 in each of the groups. Okay, but we kind of know 28 divided by 7. You should. So right here, I'm going to put 1 bowl. And then my size is F. Not sure, right, what it is. We just figured it out. F equals 4. And then, of course, 4 what? 4 frogs. So in your final perfect answer, you're going to have 4 frogs fit in each bowl, right? So you've labeled the total, you've labeled what you know, which was the number of groups, you've labeled the unknown with a letter, you've solved it, and then you have a final 4 frogs fit in each bowl, F equals 4. But watch what's going to happen if we do something different. Just a little bit different, okay? Let's say you had 28 frogs, and that was the total, but we didn't know how many bowls we needed. Let's say that we knew that there were 4 frogs that could fit into each bowl. How many bowls do we need? So we're looking now for the number of groups. So let's make that B there. So we can say 28 frogs divided by 4 frogs, the size in each bowl gives us how many bowls. So we are solving for B. Here's how you do the tape diagram for this. Okay, so you know the total of frogs, so 28 frogs. You know the size, so you're just going to put 4 and 4, and this kind of tells you that the size is 4, but you don't know how many groups. You don't know how many boxes yet. So your B is going to go in there. So you're going to say 4 frogs, but we're looking for B. So this is how you do the tape diagram for a division problem if you are unclear on the number of groups. So we've got, well, I'll solve it. You know the answer, but you're going to count up if you didn't. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. Count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. And then you would say, whoever needs, so let's say Bobo, that's the person that was in the problem. Bobo needs 7 bowls. I'm circling my sentence, I'm circling my final answer, and that's how you're going to represent if you are unsure in a division equation about the number of groups, but you do know the size. I'm pretty sure you are pretty aware of how to do this for multiplication, but just in case you are not, let's do 8 times 3. So let's say there are 8 8 boxes, okay, and 3 cats can fit into each box. How many cats are there in all? And is the cat alive or dead? Depending on, if you have the box open or not. Anyway, point being 8 boxes. So we have a total we are unsure of. We don't know yet. We have the number of groups, which we know is 8 because we've got 8 boxes. And we have the size of the group, which is 3 because each box is going to has 3 cats in it. Okay, are we going to multiply or divide? We're going to multiply because we don't know the total, but we do know the 2 parts. So in a tape diagram like this, you know this, right? 8 groups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Size of the group is 3. And then all you have to do, really, if you didn't know that, would be to add all of those up. So your unknown, let's say 8 times 3 equals C. We're solving for C. Your unknown is C. And then you can say, that the size is 3 cats in 8 boxes. So you're solving for C. 8 times 3. You can count up to 3 if you didn't know that. C is going to give you 24 cats. So then your final answer, circle it, and then also say there are 24 cats in all. Get me that last sentence. All right. Okay, that's it, folks. Lesson 7.